Tell me that's how they did my stepdad. That's not how they're gonna do me.
They're not.
That's how they did my stepdad. They're not doing me the same way. They're not doing me the same way. I've seen them.
Nobody's doing anything to you.
Like they're not. Where's my Arlo CCTV camera anyway? I need to reconnect it to make sure I see my videos are there or not.
You're just being an idiot.
That's how they did my stepdad, Tammy, by bugging him, making him go crazy and shit. But my stepdad was like, I'm not going to report it, it's all a part of the process. Fuck that.
Will you shut up? Because nobody's going on doing this sort of stuff to you. You're paranoid speaking.
Can you pass me a roll up, please?
If you know the extension number you require, please dial it now. Or hold for further options.
You might as well fucking tell him to come out with a fucking cat teeth.
If you know the individual or department that you wish to speak to, press 1. If your call is for an update or to talk about an existing crime or incident, press 2. If you want to report a new crime or incident, press 3. For all other inquiries, please press 4. An incident number will be short and will contain the date, whereas crime numbers are longer and don't contain dates. If you know your crime number, please press 1. For all other existing incidents, please press 2.
I don't know off by heart. Some text messages.
You have not made a selection. If
Yes,
you
I
know
have.
your
I've just
crime
pressed.
number, please, you will now be transferred to our contact management department. Please be aware that our staff are unlikely to be able to provide updates regarding ongoing investigations. You are currently in a queue. We will answer your call as soon as an operator becomes available. You can also report crimes by visiting our website.
Thank you.
Leicester Police switchboard, how can I direct your call?
Hi, can I speak to an officer in regards to a report of a Section 2 harassment without violence, please? As well as
Has it already
cybercrime.
been... Yeah, that's okay. Has it already been reported?
It's been reported,
or you
yeah.
wanting to report something?
It's been reported, yet I've not been able to report something. I'd also like to report my Arlo CCTV video camcorder being hacked and videos being deleted off the application on my phone. I've also got a McAfee internet security.
Yeah, so I need to put you through to the incident room and somebody will have to deal with all the inquiries you've got, okay?
Yep.
Thank you. We are experiencing a high level of emergency calls at this time. This will mean that your waiting time to answer will be extended. You can report a crime online via our website at www.leics.police.uk or email us at contact@leicestershire.pnn.police.uk. To reduce your waiting time, please visit our website where you will find lots of information that may assist you in your inquiry. You can also contact us by sending a direct message using our social media accounts on Facebook or Twitter. If your query is not urgent, you can find other ways to contact us by visiting our website. Good morning, Asher. Please don't speak, can I help?
Sorry, what was your name again?
Sarah, how can I help?
Hi, can I have your collar number, please, Sarah?
It's 8172.
8172. Thank you. I made a report on the 22nd of August in regards to a Section 2 of harassment without violence of loud music being played at daft times in the night. I've also been a victim of cybercrime, and my phone and an application for Arlo has been hacked, and they've removed video evidence of the crack den that's next door that I have reported 3 or 4 times to the police and the council, and they haven't done anything about it. And I've just had to take down my alarm system because it is compromised by it. So I reported 2 crimes, which was harassment without violence by 105 Grange Drive, and a woman named Laura, because her husband told my partner, "You and Phil are going to get terrorised." My front door has also been broken into and the lock's been picked. I put a brand new door lock in there, and they have picked the lock. As when you turn the key now, it's grabby, whereas before it wasn't. So somebody's tried to force or tried to pick the lock, and basically it's just unsafe surroundings. And I do struggle with a mental health disorder that I can't take my medication for, because my doctors can't get me in to be able to make me have to. I keep calling them in the morning, yet I think my phone is compromised as well, because I tried to call somebody the other day and it went straight through to their phone, and the phone was ringing but it wouldn't go through to their number. I received a SIM card from probation, is the SIM card that I'm using now, from the Ingeus person, and he talks about the Bible a lot, so I don't know what's that about. And he's a financial advisor guy, and what he does is he gave me this SIM card. It's got 6 months free credit on it, and this, that, and the other. And he said, "Yeah, I have one." Yet the SIM card's expired, so I don't know the validity of this SIM card. So I'd like to report
SIM card.
Probation.
Probation.
Yeah, person at Ingeus. Bear with me a second.
Why would they give you a SIM card?
I don't know. He just gave me a freaking SIM card because I had no credit.
Right.
I had no credit, so I couldn't call him to rearrange the appointment. Oh no, that's my health. But yeah, he's given me a SIM card, and since I've had this, yes, you're my FB. It's Stuart McCarran, is the person who gave me the SIM card. I have my next appointment with him on the 7th of the 9th. Yeah, so I can't get my medication either, so I'm a little bit on edge, and I'm a little bit wound up because I feel that it's the neighbours doing it next door, and I feel like it's the people down the road, and I feel like it's next door but one next door that are breaking in, because they're the only people who are going to see when I'm out. Because I had video.
Your phone.
Pardon?
Have you taken your phone to be checked at a phone shop?
They won't. I've asked them.
With it?
I've asked them. They said they don't do anything with it. They said they have to delete everything, delete your Facebook, everything. I shouldn't have to delete my Facebook, nor my recordings, or any evidence that I've gathered on my phone.
Right. So the only thing that you're reporting today really is somebody picking your lock.
Yes, and cybercrime.
Yeah. Have you had a locksmith had a look at it?
No.
No.
But the lock was turning fine, the key was turning perfectly fine, then it turned. I mean, can I speak to somebody else, please, that's in a different department?
Sorry?
Can I speak to a different department, please, to do with cybercrime and just somebody else, because I feel like you're not believing me.
What makes you think that?
Because you're dismissing my claims.
I'm not dismissing
You are.
your claims
You're dismissing
at all.
the fact that it feels like to me, no offence, it feels to me that you are dismissing my claim, and you are dismissing the fact that the neighbours are not grasses paid for by the local authorities or by the police and placed in place by the council and informants, and the fact that they're doing it to me because they know they can get away with it.
Right, I've not dismissed your claims at all.
Okay.
I'd advise you that you need to get your phone checked.
Yeah.
I also suggest you get a locksmith out to check your lock.
Okay.
If the locksmith confirms there's any damage to the lock that has been done on purpose rather than the lock just dropping, which sometimes I believe they can do,
Okay.
then you need to come back to us and report that.
Okay, not a problem. I'll get that done later on this afternoon. I think I know somebody who's a locksmith, and then they'll just tell me who done it. So yeah, I'll get the locksmith to come and have a look, because the door locked perfectly fine. I went to Abbey Park with my dog the other day. I came back and then the door was picked, and then dog food was missing out of my fridge.
It was missing out your fridge.
Yes.
Okay. And has anyone else got access to your house?
No. That's the reason why I have the keys, because because I think that people think that I'm paranoid, and I don't think that I am paranoid. So therefore, my partner agreed to let me have the keys. So therefore, I have the keys. If I go out, then I go out. So I keep the keys. So then therefore, I know if anybody else has been in or out, and somebody's picked the lock, which is what's making me paranoid.
Does your partner live there with you?
Yeah, of course she does.
So have you spoken to them about the dog food?
She wasn't in the property. She was round her mum's.
Right, but if she lives there, she may have moved it. Have you spoken to her about it?
No, because she was at her mum's and she was waiting outside for me to return, because I messaged her to see where she was so I could let her know I was going out, because I didn't know where she was and she wouldn't answer the phone. And I was going out with the dogs, and the door would, I had to lock the door. I couldn't just leave the door unattended. I didn't know where she was. What could I have done? So I locked the door, I went out and I came back.
Chat with your girlfriend just to make sure that she has
No, because she was waiting out. No, because she was waiting outside, and then I came in and I went straight to feed the dogs because I know my dog was hungry after a good hour out on Abbey Park.
Yeah.
And then the dog food was missing. You appreciate this?
To check with her.
I did. Tamsin! Tamsin! 1 second. Tamsin! Oh, she's gone out. But I checked. I'll ask her, but she hasn't touched the dog food because she went out basically.
She confirms that she hasn't moved it.
She went out. No. I'm asking you to come resolve this issue now. I'm making a report to the police that somebody's damaged the lock and somebody's been inside the house and hijacked my phone line. And hijacked the phone line.
Alright.
What was that? What, can you say that again? That was quite aggressive. You just spoke. That was quite aggressive. You just spoke. You would like talk to you talk through your teeth.
I've advised you.
Yeah, and I'm advising you. Please speak with a bit more courtesy. You're a police officer. You're supposed to serve and protect people. You're talking through your teeth. Now, thank you. There we are. As you can see, it was dismissed. So now we're going to call back. I've got a collar number. She was rather rude.
Thank you for calling Leicestershire Police. I'm Rob Nixon, the Chief Constable. You can report crime and find answers to many questions via our website. Anything else, please select from one of the following options.
If you know the extension number you require, please dial it now, or hold for further options. If you know the individual or department that you wish to speak to, press 1. If your call is for an update, or an incident number will be short and will contain the date, whereas crime numbers are longer and don't contain dates. If you know your crime number, please press 1. For all other existing incidents, please press 2. You will now be transferred to our Contact Management Department. Please be aware that our staff are unlikely to be able to provide updates regarding ongoing investigations. You are currently in a queue. We will answer your call as soon as an operator becomes available. You can also report crime by visiting our website. If your query is not urgent, you can find other ways to contact us by visiting our website.
This is ridiculous, ain't it?
Unfortunately, we are experiencing a high
Oh,
volume
might as well
of
just
calls.
chill out.
We will answer as soon as we have an operator available. Any queries can be answered by visiting our website. You can find us on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, by searching for Leicestershire Police. Please visit our website for answers to common questions and alternative ways to contact us. Thank you for continuing to hold. Your call is important to us. Unfortunately, we are experiencing a high volume of calls. We will answer as soon as we have an operator available. Many queries can be answered by visiting our website. You can find us on social media,
Tamsin,
Facebook, Twitter,
do you know when
and
you was locked
Instagram
out the
by
other day?
searching for Leicestershire Police.
And you was with, you was around your mum's and I went out with the dogs. Alright, I came back, you were sitting outside. You did not come in and move any dog food, did you?
No.
Thank you.
I didn't even have the key. You had them.
That's what I'm saying, but you said I could have the keys because of paranoia, because of what goes on.
Yeah, but
Thank
did
you.
you not feed the dog before you left and forgot about feeding them?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Please visit
How
our
sure?
website for answers to
110%
common
sure,
questions
because I know I worked it
and
out
ways
for
to contact us.
2 meals per day for each tub. 4 meals per day in each tub.
Well, then the only way that would have gone down is when
Is
you
some-
fed them.
Yeah, or somebody came in and
Like
broke
who?
the lock.
Because nobody has a key.
Next door.
Nobody's coming in, Philip.
Tammy, shut up.
No, you're not listening to
Why
me.
you-
Nobody
no,
has
I
got
don't
a key.
care
Nobody can
about
get
next
in
door.
this fucking
Why
flat.
would I care about some
Thank you for
crackhead?
continuing to hold. Your
Why would I
call is
care about the neighbours? All they've done since they've moved in is give us shit. I'm not being
Only because
funny.
you're giving
I'm
them
not being
shit.
funny. I know that they listen to James Jerry because
Who
he's
gives? I
ex-army.
don't even
Listen,
know the
stop
guy. Stop
interrupting.
going on about that guy.
Yeah, and I
It's
know the
annoying.
police are trying to protect him.
What?
I know the police are trying to protect him, but I'm sorry.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Because it was on. I can hear his voice next door. They go round next door to me. I've seen him go in and out next door.
Are you sure you're not hallucinating? Because I haven't seen anybody like that.
No,
Who
I'm
you're
not
describing going
hallucinating.
in and out of there.
I'm not hallucinating. I've got a banging
Find
headache.
us on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, by searching for Leicestershire Police.
Because you are your mental health is going really downhill, and you need.
It's not my
You
mental
do.
health though. No,
Yes,
it's not.
it is.
No, it's not.
Well, if it's not your mental health, then what is it?
Stress.
How is it stress?
Because things are going missing. I've had people call through the phone line on the fucking alarm system that isn't secure. I've had my internet go funny. I've
No, I have not heard any of that.
I've recorded stuff on my phone.
Well, I'm sorry, but I've not heard none of that.
Have you not?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, you haven't heard any of it, but I have. So
But
when
then
the
that's
alarm-
you. That's
so
your head.
Was you in the other day when the alarm went off on its own?
Oh, that one, yeah.
Remember when the alarm went on, it said the alarm was disarmed. The alarm wouldn't even switch on with it. You could swipe it with the fob, tap the keys in, put the code.
Didn't I
No,
have
wait,
anything
no,
on that? I don't know.
nothing. It didn't log in, did it?
Well, I don't know what happened there. It could have been a delay. It could have been anything.
It didn't log in, did it? It didn't
It
do
doesn't
anything.
necessarily mean that somebody was on the bloody
Answer me,
line.
answer me. It didn't log in, did it? It didn't log in. Nothing would happen, would it?
Well, no, but
No,
I'm telling
thank
you now, it could have been
Thank you.
anything.
And then what happened after I set the alarm off? When I managed to get the alarm to work and I was going through it systematically. What
Well,
happened
I
there?
went out to take the dog out, come back, and it went off.
No, I managed the alarm, started setting itself because Verisure called for an alarm and seeing what was happening with the alarm. Or Verisure, which 9 times out of 10 could have been the police on the phone line, so I've got to go destroy that green box.
You don't need to do anything.
Hi, how are you? I reported a crime of internet cybercrime and also a somebody breaking into the property whilst I've been out and someone has picked the lock. I've spoken to a person named Darren. Darren is a locksmith, a retired locksmith now, and he turned around and said the lock hasn't dropped, it's definitely been picked. And basically...
Okay, let me put it into control, because you're in the switchboard at the moment, sir, so let me put it back into control room, they can take a report.
Thank you.
Thank you. Rose Street, good morning, Rose Street, and how can I help?
Hi, who am I speaking to?
It's Rose in the control room, how can I help?
Rose.
Yeah.
And what is your collar number, please, Rose?
It's 8895.
8895. Thank you. I've just spoken to someone, collar number 8172, and she's completely just dismissed any crime I'm trying to report by saying that nobody's entered the property, nobody's tried to break in, this, that and the other, and nothing's been missing from the property. However, it has. And I've just spoken to my partner. She turned around and said, speak to your partner and ask her about what's actually happened and if she's moved any dog food. I've just spoken to her. I've got her on a record. There is a recording of our conversation, and she turns around and says no, she hadn't been in and she hadn't moved or got rid of any dog food out of the fridge.
Right.
But so therefore somebody's already broken in. Now the neighbours, I live next door to a drug den or a trap house. I've reported it to the council and the police on 3 or 4 different occasions. However, no investigation has been taken out. I have a crime report from a Section 2 harassment without violence from the police on the 22nd of August. No officer has been out to take a statement or taken any further inquiries. I just wonder why this is, please. And also, I'd like a cybercrime, speak to somebody from Cybercrime Division to be able to report these things to Cybercrime Division. And why is it that when I go into town, sometimes after there was a person who died named Ellis Rose, the police were walking back and I was getting paranoid and I was down here and I was reading a book and it said to me that the police killed him and bagged him. Somebody told me, there was a voice and a thought in my head that told me that the police had killed Nicola Bulley and when they were searching for her, she had him in the boot of a car on the day that I was out exercising on the park, and there was she was already in the boot of a car. And then the next day, and later that day, they found Nicola Bulley dumped at the side where the police have already searched according to the news and how they'd already searched.
Was that the one that was in the water?
Yes.
Yeah. Right, okay. In relation to you mentioning about somebody from cybercrime.
Yep, and the reports of threats of harassment without violence.
What was that for?
My mobile applications on my mobile phone, my Verisure alarm system, and my broadband. So basically my broadband hub router and my McAfee VPN isn't quite working properly, and what do you call it?
Is that due to low speeds or anything?
No, it's nothing to do with low speeds, because I'm using a brand new laptop with a brand new fresh install of McAfee Internet Security, and for some reason the software keeps changing. I do have video evidence of this software changing on its own. I've also taken...
I mean, the only reason, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. The only reason why I was asking is that mine is really, really slow at the minute at home, and I don't know why. I didn't know whether you were experiencing the same sort of problems.
No, I don't really suffer any of those problems, to be fair. I've already spoken to BT and they said everything's fine on their end. However, I'm not too sure about what's going on. But on the day I had my broadband installed, a van pulled up at the crack den next door, a BT OpenReach saying with MJ Quinn written on the side, when then BT OpenReach, and they opened the box on the BT OpenReach, and then that's when the problem started occurring with my internet system.
You also mentioned you've got a crime reference number as well.
Yeah, I don't think I've got a crime reference number. I've got a text message that says, bear me a second. Today call Saffron GP. Ingeus. Leicestershire Police. So I think there's a problem within the Leicestershire Police Force. Following our private, now crime has been allocated to an investigator. The report of the crime number is 2300052 0737.
Sorry, 0737, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. See who's dealing with that.
This has been reported on the 22nd, however nobody has called me back or nobody has actually been out to take a statement. The last time I heard, when you report a crime, the police should come out and take a statement. I also have video evidence of when I reported a crime when somebody were trying to burgle me coming from the trap den next door and the trap house next door. And the police never took a statement, they just literally just went, okay, and then walked out. They didn't take a statement, didn't take a victim of crime statement, nothing. The original crime was reported on the 4th of... Oh no, this is a different one. Reference number was...
Is it Philip I'm speaking to?
It is, yes. How did you know that?
Sorry.
Oh, you found the details.
Because I've just had a look at that report to see what's happening with it. Right, well the report is still open. I'm just having a read through the working sheets now to see who's dealing with it and what's been done.
Yeah.
Let me just have a quick read now.
The thing is...
Right, so that's the section 2 harassment.
Yeah, is there any such a time when a person... Because you're a police officer, is there ever such a time when a person is allowed to take the law into their own hands if the law doesn't deal with the problem?
There isn't, Philip. In all honesty,
There isn't.
The reason
But
why
if that was
I
to
say
go,
that-
but if it was to go to a court, and I set up a tribunal against the police, and had the police investigated for this, would there be any issues, and would then the law being taken into your own hands? And say if I was, because the police aren't dealing with my issue, and somebody like me was being harassed by the police and trap dens and stuff like that, and then they killed somebody in self-defense because they truly believed that they were trying to kill them, even if they just arrested them on a traffic stop, would that person still have a defense? Hello? If the police are failing to investigate, can a person take the law into their own hands? Gone quiet. I'll wait till she comes back, put the phone on charge. I've got a collar number and everything, so I'll give her a call back. I mean, I'm not really a gangster or a criminal, I'm just a regular person trying to get on with my life that has a peak of interest because, for no reason, because I have a past and a political power game that's been going on. But therefore, can I take the law into my own hands if the police don't do their job? Because it's not like I haven't reported these things to yourselves for you to deal with them, because it is your job, isn't it? Because it do now feel like a bit like persecution. Well, she's put the phone down, so let's give him a call back and then ask that question again. I'm not really grassing, I'm just putting it out there, you know. I'm just telling you what the voices in my head are telling me. And now my phone's decided not to dial out. Hello?
To talk about an existing crime, an incident number will be short and will contain the date, whereas crime numbers are longer and don't contain dates. If you know your crime number, please press 1. For all other existing incidents, please press 2. You have not made a selection. If you know your crime number, please press. You will now be transferred to our contact management department. Please be aware that our staff are unlikely to be able to provide updates regarding ongoing investigations. You are currently in a queue. We will answer your call as soon as an operator becomes available. You can also report crime by visiting our website. If your query is not urgent, you can find other ways to contact us by visiting our website. Please be aware that our operators are unable to give updates on existing ongoing crimes. Please consider contacting the investigating officer on the direct extension, voicemail, or email.
I've got all day, all night, all week.
Thank you for continuing to hold. Your call is important to us. Unfortunately, we are experiencing a high volume of calls. We will answer as soon as we have an operator available. Many queries can be answered by visiting our website. You can find us on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching for Leicestershire. Please visit our website for answers to common questions and alternative ways to contact us.
Yeah, back.
Thank you for continuing to hold. Your call is important to us. Unfortunately, we are experiencing a high volume of calls. We will answer as soon as we have an operator available. Any queries can be answered by visiting our website. You can find us on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching for Leicestershire. Please visit our website for answers. Leicestershire Switchboard, how can I direct your call?
Well, this is the third time I've been calling now to try and get this report chased up. And I've asked a couple of questions about certain things, and the police officer 8172 put the phone down, and 8895 put the phone down. Well, the line went quiet and I was cut off. I have an investigation pending of bear me a second. Oh, I've got a banging headache. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, if it's a Section 2 harassment without violence on the neighbours. However, nobody's been taken to report, and I also want to speak to somebody about why the police procedure hasn't been followed properly and resolved when I've been reporting crimes, when I've been a victim of crime numerously, and they aren't answering.
Yeah, no, I can put you into the control room, and that's fine, it's not a problem. Give me a moment.
Thank you.
If you wanted to make any complaints, etc., they all need to be done online, just so that you are aware. If we want to do that, you just go to the police website, and there is a section for making complaints.
Okay.
I'll pop you through to control to chase up on your incidents. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. We are experiencing a high level of emergency calls at this time. This will mean that your waiting time to answer will be extended. You can report a crime online via our website at www.leics.police.uk or email us at contact@leicestershire.pns.police.uk.
Disconnect the mobile phone data.
To reduce your waiting time, please visit our website, where you will find lots of information that may assist you in your inquiry. You can also contact
God
us
protect yourself,
by
haven't
sending
you?
direct
God
messages
cover yourself. I
using
mean,
our
if you
social
have
media
to
accounts on
resolve the
Facebook
issue,
or Twitter.
since I was a child, there's only been one way I know how to resolve an issue. Well, since from 13 to 17, 13 to 16, it's the only way I know how to resolve an issue nowadays. I'm trying new things. I'm trying new things, you know what I mean? Trying new things. I'm asking them. I don't want to get angry. Don't want to get pissed. Don't want to hurt nobody. And I'm not trying to hurt nobody. The only problem is, if they don't do their job, they drive people to hurt people. And I've never seen a coronation of the Queen. but now just in combination of the king, and I know he has to uphold the laws and the rights and the civil rights and the civil laws of all people. I never knew that before.
Please be aware that our operators are unable to give updates on specific ongoing crimes. Please consider contacting the investigating officer on the direct extension, voicemail, or email.
Wait, hit the wall.
Thank you for continuing to hold. Your call is important to us. Unfortunately, we are experiencing a high volume of calls. We will answer as soon as we have an operator available. Many queries can be answered by visiting our website. Please visit our website for answers to common questions and alternative ways to contact us. If your query is not urgent, you can find other ways to contact us by visiting our website. Your call is in a queue. You are position number 1. Please be aware that our operators are unable to give updates on specific ongoing crimes. Please consider contacting the investigating officer on the direct extension, voicemail, or email.
But yeah, this is how that's how they did my
Thank you for
stepdad.
continuing to hold. Your call
No
is
word of a
important
lie.
to us.
They've made him bugged his phone, listened into him, followed him everywhere,
We will answer as soon as
because he
we
was
have
on
an operator
Mapper
available.
as a
Many
dangerous
queries can
criminal.
be answered by visiting our website.
So they used the Mapper, and it's not Mapper as in the far right wing skinhead that screams out minorly attracted people. It's not to do with that. It actually stands for like people that are on higher levels of being a danger to the public. Whereas I'm not really a danger to the public. I've had my ass kicked God knows how many times, and I haven't fought back.
Common questions and alternative ways to contact us.
It's my brain that's a danger to the public, nobody else.
Find other ways to contact us by visiting our website.
But what they're doing is provoking, you see. So they're provoking an attack. And it's ridiculous because this is how they get you. They'll give you all the tools to destroy yourself. Don't destroy yourselves. I'm not destroying myself. I ain't writing myself off.
Your call is in a queue. You are position number 1. Come on in, engine, please. I'm speaking. How can I help?
Hi, who's speaking?
Sorry?
Can I take your name and collar number, please?
Yes, my name is Val. My caller number is 8834.
8834.
Yeah, how can I help?
Basically, I've just spoken to an officer. I didn't take her name down. 8172, and then I just spoke to Rose 8895. The phone went quiet and the phone went dead. They were just about to look into a report that hasn't been followed up. Basically, I want to talk about report a crime to the police of them report. It's weird because I'm reporting the police to the police. So it's a little bit. It's crimes made by the police to the police, and I think that they should be investigated criminally by the Internal Affairs Department if you have one.
Okay, so then you would need to do that online.
Okay, I'll do that. I will do that. I will do that online.
Yes. Okay.
However, I'm looking at the reasons why certain things haven't been investigated properly, and the fact that, fair enough, you can have a piece of cake and enjoy it. I think cake legislation should be banned, and somebody should be able to call the police to investigate the police, and I think there should be a separate telephone number for that.
What happened, sorry?
Basically, bear with me a second. And basically,
I'm on
what?
loudspeaker, sorry.
No, yeah, you are, because my phone's on charge. It's kind of stuck to the wall, and I'm far away from the wall. Basically.
Okay, you're gonna have to speak a little bit louder.
Yeah, no problem. Is that better?
Yeah, thank you.
Not a problem. I'm just speaking to you on reports. I made a report of a crime on the 22nd of August for Section 2 of harassment without violence. I've also reported to the council the fact that there's a drug and a trap den next door, and I've also reported that an ounce of cybercrime has been going on within my home because my Arlo video doorbell is deleting stuff. I've got video evidence of my laptop when it's changing programs on its own and changing the face of its own programs, and there's glitches within my system and what I do, and also with my mobile phone at times, such as signal increasing and signal dropping on a 4G internet signal. And then basically one of the neighbours, they supply and are in league with 105 Grange Drive is the offending address, playing late music at night, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, banging on the walls, dragging a baseball bat against the wall. Her boyfriend, a person's law is named boyfriend. I can't give you the address because I don't know it. I can always get you the address. I'll write that down. I'll put it into the email of the complaint. And her boyfriend came out and said, "You and Phil are being terrorised. We're going to get terrorised." And then since then, we've had people break into the property. I've spoken to my partner on the fact that things have moved, and I was taking it out on her for a while, as in like shouting and having arguments.
Yeah.
Until I went out the other day, and then I came back and I noticed dog food was missing out of the fridge, and I knew that Tamsin wouldn't get in, and then I noticed that the lock had clicked, which is the reason why she doesn't have the keys, because she gave me the keys because she thinks I'm paranoid, and some people think I'm paranoid, but there are other people that know I'm not paranoid, like yourselves.
Okay.
So basically, it's caused the paranoia because as soon as something's missing, like if she puts something down and she moves it, I'm like, somebody's been in and somebody's moved it, right? And that's what they did to my stepdad before he died, and that's what they was doing to him, and he used to have to put different types of locks on his doors. And I've got a Yale £46 lock, and I went to B&Q to go buy the new lock, and obviously these people are going to be like, well, he's not going to buy a cheap lock, he's going to buy an expensive lock. And then a Yale van pulled up around the corner along near where the nature reservoir was, and then that's when I noticed blemish marks at the bottom of the thing. So somebody from a Yale lock had got the lock key and done it, and these locks are supposed to be unbreakable, can't break in, can't do nothing.
Okay.
And then dog food was missing, so it must have taken quite a while to break the lock, but they couldn't crack the lock without breaking the lock to then for somebody to figure the lock had been broken. I've spoken to a person named Darren who's a retired locksmith. He's no longer around doing these things anymore, and he's turned around and said, well, basically the lock hasn't dropped. He's had a look inside the barrel, he's took the barrel out, had a good look either way, looked at the pins haven't dropped. Basically what they've done is they've picked the lock and then either cloned the key, and it's been a really bad clone of the key, and it's not worked very well. And that's how the pins have become damaged inside the lock.
Okay. So what?
So I'm reporting
What
a
are you
crime.
reporting
I'm
now?
reporting breaking and entering whilst I've been away. Somebody breaking in through the lock. I'm reporting cybercrime, and I'm asking why hasn't nobody been out to investigate, take a statement, or follow up on any actions, and why has there been no arrests?
Right. Okay. So first of all, can I just confirm who I'm speaking to?
Philip David Michael Robinson.
Okay. So what I can see from here, so you spoke to my colleague literally just before you've spoken to me.
The phone went dead. Yeah, I asked her. I did ask the question, but the question weren't answered. I asked if the police don't answer a call to these kinds of claims and don't resolve these issues, does the person then have grounds to take the law into his own hands? For example, if I believe it's the police that are breaking into my property and they're not investigating or doing anything about it, and then I harm a police officer, and then bear with me a second,
If it was the police that were breaking and entering into your property, you would know about it because your door would be boarded up.
Not really. Well,
So
yeah, that's if they were forcefully entering, not trying to be sneaky.
If the police were breaking into
Yes,
your property.
legally, but we all know that within the recent news articles and the recent things that have been portrayed in the news, that a lot of police officers have been taking bribes from government officials and in league with criminals. It's something you can't deny.
Right, that might be another point.
So are they using criminals? Are they using criminals to get what they need to get? And if that is still illegal, isn't it?
Okay, Philip, from what I can see from when you've spoken to my
But you still haven't
colleague,
answered my question. If you still haven't answered my no.
I've just told you that it's
Okay, I'll wait till you finish, because I'm going to ask the question again without you interrupting. Let's do this democratically. I speak, then you speak. So you speak, carry on. Carry on. Say what you have to say.
Okay, so from what you said to me, you said you think the police is breaking into your property without telling you, without informing you. And I've just answered your question by saying if the police broke into your house, you would know about it because there would be signs on your door and also the door would be boarded up.
But the police would need a warrant for that, wouldn't
they? Do not have time.
Yeah.
Do not have time to come and knock down people's doors for no reason whatsoever without any reason to do so.
Okay, right. Thank you for that explanation. However, the explanation is now flawed because the police would not kick down your door without a warrant.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you.
You know that. So
I do know that. I do know that. But therefore, if the police wanted to harass somebody because somebody thinks a person's got power, which, well, I don't know what power is. Don't ask me what power is. It's great. Great, I've got power. Tell me what it is. I know what to do with it. But I don't. But the question is that I'm asking, are they using informants, crackhead informants, that they then put on the sick and then pay them? Because I've been offered by police before, and they've turned around and said to me, we'll give you £250 a week if you take heroin.
Right. Okay. So the only thing I can advise you to do is go through the online complaint procedure, type on the online form what you think is going on.
But the thing is, my question would be
about our officers.
My question, Valerie, my question would be, is would there be, if the police were failing to take statements and take police action on a report that happened last year, then would then the police, and I put the complaint in yet nothing was found, even though I have evidence of it happening,
right,
and then the police wasn't turning up, would I have reason to suspect the police on those grounds? For the fact that they came out, they didn't take a statement, they just walked in, asked me if I wanted to do something, and then left, and then walked out. Stood there with their arms folded, seen me tweaked out on the sofa because I was having flashbacks from my youth, from when it was happening as a child, and then they just walked out and left me there. Would I have then reason to believe that the police then might be trying to break in?
I mean, like I said, if you follow the complaint...
But then again, yes, I appreciate that, but...
That's the only thing I can advise
That's the only thing you can say. But if I was to believe, if I was to drive a car and I was to be pulled over by the police, and I had reason to believe, and I was believing the fact that the police were going to harm me in any way, and I harmed a police officer, would that be okay for me to do? Or what happens if I take the law into my own hands, instead of the police investigating it as they should, and then I go out and then somebody gets killed, or there's a murder, or somebody hurt? I'm not the one liable for that, am I?
You would be, because you're committing the crime.
But I'm not committing a crime, but I can't be committing a crime if I've already reported the crime, and the people that are supposed to deal with the crime aren't dealing with the crime.
You just said to me, you just asked me a question.
I know, but you're not understanding it from my perspective.
If you take the law into your own hands,
yeah.
Would you get into trouble for it? And I said yes, you would, because you would be taking the law into your own hands, and you would be committing a crime.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is, if it went up in front of a court and a judge, would it be dismissed?
Well, that's not for me to say, because you
Okay.
go through court.
So the police don't actually have the power to tell me whether or not it's okay to take the law into my own hands. So I should contact a Crown Court or a Court of Appeal or a High Court and take this to a High Court and ask them before I do anything. Before I do anything.
I think we're going round in circles.
Yes, I think we are. So can you send somebody out to? Yeah.
I'll send you a text message of
But what's the?
complete
Yeah.
procedure, and you can fill that in with everything that you want to ask and what you think that the police are doing, and we will investigate.
And then what? Now, bear with me a second. Not only that, what else about my crime that I've reported, the Section 2 harassment, and about the drug den next door that's still active?
About to tell you before we started going into the...
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm fixated on the point.
That's fine. The officer in the case, PC Bray, has said they will try and contact you again. They did try and attempt to contact you on the 26th, but you did not answer. They left a voicemail.
Okay.
So they'll try and contact you again. Just make sure you have your phone on loud or something so you can answer the call when they
Can I have PC Bray's collar number? I'll contact PC Bray and arrange an appointment for him to come out to the address, and then we can take his statement.
It's 1138, and we don't work on appointments anymore.
Well, you know what I mean. He can come out and take it at a certain point or a certain time. So it's PC Bray 1138. Thank you very much for your help, Valerie. Thank you for listening.
All right.
Okay.
No worries.
Thank you.
Care.
Bye.
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 Yeah, he's trying to say that the neighbours are harassing him, but trying to get into the internet system. Apparently the police are doing the same. Apparently they're letting themselves in the property when nobody else has got a key, but
I'm not paranoid.
when he's basically he's not admitting that he might have moved it to put somewhere else, and he's basically saying that somebody's in and moved it.
Why is your voice shaking? You sound like you're panicking, Tammy. You sound like you're panicking, like you've got something to do with all this.
He does need some real help.
Your body language gives away quite a lot, Tammy. The way that you speak and everything.
I'm the one that gets shouted at.
Or we have an argument. It's not fair on you, I know it ain't, but it's what these people are doing to me. Of course. Lots of you daft. I have a banging headache. Why do I have such a headache? Oh, sorry. What's that? Oh, the kettle, yeah, it keeps blowing up. They're going to get in touch with us, so I've got to put an IOPC complaint in again. And then to investigate on, yeah. Don't know. So they're going to take it to the next level and then sort out what's what. And then it's always broadcasted online as well.
I'm trying to get you some fucking help.
You can try and get some help. I don't think it's going to help that.
I'm
They're
going to
just
put
going
the
to...
casket as opposed to the very loop we need it. Hi. That's okay.
She's pissed everywhere. I ain't even cleaning her piss up today. I'm going to sleep. Right then, ladies and gents. Show's over. Ugh. Show's over. Quick race then. Hello, baby. I know I said I'd take you out. I know. I'll take you out when I wake up, alright? I love you too. Yeah, I know. I love you too. Yes, you're lovely. Oh, she sent me the link. Oh, they want some feedback. It's shit. They've got the feedback list. Lottie. See what I mean? You just make claims and you make phone calls and everything just gets dismissed. But anyway, peace. I'll upload this video online and I'll see you later. Oh dear.